What's goody, y'all, and welcome to another traveling video. And on this one, we are sailing on the Norwegian Joy. Sailing out of New York, actually Manhattan, New York, and we are headed to Bermuda. Now, regardless if you are going to go on a cruise of Bermuda, but if you are going to be on this ship, then you're gonna wanna stick around. I'm gonna show you a little bit what's cracking on the Norwegian Joy. That clip right there, I just want you to know getting in and out was absolutely seamless. Norwegian does a fantastic job of getting you on the ship without any craziness. Now on to the stateroom. So I got a balcony suite, which is basically a basic stateroom with a bigger balcony and a bigger bathroom. The room itself is still the same size, but if you've cruised before, then you know those showers are absolutely tiny. You get a little bit more space. You can actually turn around if you get a balcony suite or a room bigger than the general stateroom. The balcony size itself is actually rather nice and rather spacious. There's 3 of us. I cruised with my mother and my brother, and he sleeps on the pull-away couch, and he's lucky he doesn't have to sleep on the floor. But they do make it big enough just for your group. I think if you have 4 people, a balcony suite will be just as fine. But anything bigger than that, you're gonna need more rooms or a bigger room. We enjoyed sailing out of New York. You get a wonderful view of the Statue of Liberty and everything else that New York has to offer. As you can see, our stateroom was plenty roomy. Yes, we were doing another cruise to celebrate my birthday. Onto the ship. This is a big ass ship. Not the biggest, but it's it's large. That's what she said. So here we are just taking a cruise on top of the ship so you can have a nice view. The only thing about this ship, for the big as it was, it only had 1 adult pool. Now, if you've cruised before, you know more than 1 pool is absolutely necessary. But if you don't mind being packed into a pool like sardines, then this will be just fine. Of course, there are other things to do on the ship and other things to see than to be in the pool. We actually don't get in the pool, so that wasn't a big deal to us. This ship is absolutely gorgeous and well spaced out. They have these wonderful boards, electronic boards on the wall to help you find the floor that you need to get to and also pinpoint where you're at, because you can get absolutely lost on this ship. Now I think we should play a little game while we do this video. Every single time you see me take a drink in this video, you should take a shot. And yeah, good luck to you. Like I said, this is an absolutely beautiful ship. There's plenty of space. You see, y'all like to get y'all's tan on. Even when the weather was rainy, I want to say one thing. The service on this ship was absolutely extraordinary. They made sure that this ship is constantly clean, sanitized, and safe. Especially, look at this weather. We went through a hurricane. In fact, we always travel during hurricane season, that is. And I mean, as soon as a raindrop hit, they're putting out the cones and letting y'all know, hey, be careful. Bars. I know a lot of us look forward to getting on cruise ships to check out the bars. On Norwegian, I do highly recommend a drink package if you are a drinker. It is absolutely affordable and it makes sense. I do believe Norwegian is changing their policies, but at this time on this cruise, all drinks were covered in the drink package except for premium drinks, and we had to pay the additional cost, which is about $2 or $4. The bartenders are absolutely friendly, absolutely cool, super knowledgeable, and super nice. Please make sure you tip your bartender if you don't already have the automatic tip charge on there. Don't be stingy. They remember that, and you're gonna wish you had tipped earlier when you're trying to get a drink and it's too crowded and they're acting like they don't know you. But as you can see, there are plenty of different kinds of bars on this ship. This is a beer and tap, which also served a few specialty cocktails for those that don't drink beer.
Hey, cheers everybody, here's to your vacation. You made it here, well done. How many people have only had to hop on
They have wine bars. They've got music. This lady was absolutely excellent. She sang amazing songs and had an amazing voice. I mean, it's a great place to chill out to and get out of the way. Because people with their food and just on cruises in general, people like to get crazy. So I do recommend the bars. If you are a drinker, is a nice place to chill out, relax, and have a good time. I know a question will be, how many bars are there on this ship? And I cannot tell you, but I do want to say, whatever type of a drinker you are, whether it's a whiskey, whether it's wine, whether it's cocktails, there is a bar on this ship for you. Food. We love food. Some of us cruise just to eat food. There are a lot of restaurants on this ship, good restaurants, including the buffets. Yes, washy. Please don't forget to wash your nasty ass hands before you go into the buffet, because everyone has got their hands and their breath on the food. Wash your hands. But yes, there are plenty of food options on this ship. We actually got the priority access thing, or something that included 2 specialty restaurants on our cruise. So we got to experience a few specialty restaurants. The barbecue was absolutely amazing. That is a shot of me having breakfast on the balcony. Now, if you are not super picky about your breakfast, I do highly recommend you getting your breakfast brought to you in the morning, because those buffet lines get absolutely crazy and people get hangry when it comes to their food. So if you are okay with a simplistic breakfast, I would totally recommend room service. You fill out a thing, you tell them what time you want your food there, and they do a great job bringing your food at the time you requested. Again, don't forget to tip. Here is the barbecue food I was telling you about. Absolutely amazing, delicious. The only thing about this restaurant, which we did not know, was that we were going to get a show. So, not that the music was bad, the music was great. It's my brother's face. The music was great, but we couldn't hear each other. We couldn't talk because it was so damn loud in there. So yeah, with the barbecue, you are going to get a show as well. FYI. As far as specialty restaurants, they have quite a few of them. Seafood, Mexican, Italian, barbecue, tapas, all kinds of stuff. So it doesn't matter what type of foodie you are or are not, there is a food restaurant for you. That place is called Food Republic, and that is one of my favorite places. That is where you get to sample a whole bunch of small dishes like tapas. And if you have not tried Food Republic, I absolutely recommend it. It's easy. You put in your little order on the tablet there, and they bring out the food right away. It's hot, it's tasty, it's delicious, beautiful presentation. I think that might have been my favorite restaurant on the Norwegian Joy. All right, entertainment. Man, there is a lot of really good entertainment on this ship. And to be quite honest, I think this was the most I've ever been entertained on a cruise ship. Norwegian Joy just has so much to do on this ship. The shows are absolutely fantastic. We got to see the Beatles, not the real Beatles, of course, but their show, take a sip. And they were really, really good. I'm serious, and I didn't get a shot of their Cirque du Soleil show, and that is the best show I've ever, take a sip, the best show I've ever seen on a cruise. It was just so good. They've got lots, take a sip, they've got lots of music entertainment as well, game shows, Deal or No Deal. This is one of my favorites because everyone gets to play. Oh, this is a PSA. This young man took his shoe off by my face. Don't do that. Be mindful of people around you. Deal or No Deal, everyone gets to participate, not just the person up there. They had a comedy show. We only got to see one comedy show, no recording, so this is all that I got. But man, those lines really do back up. So if you want to go to a comedy show, you want to make sure you get there early. They didn't have reservations for the adults only show, but there is a family show and there is an adults only show, which is really, really nice. Here they have just like regular shows, which was cool. Now they have a really big time to take a sip. They have a really big theater. So it wasn't really until the Cirque du Soleil show that I wouldn't say you need to get there early. Yeah, I'm angry right there because I showed up 20 minutes ahead of time and it was already packed. But yeah, usually you can just go to the show and show up a few minutes before. But if it seems like a popular show, make sure you get there early. The casino, I am a fan of gambling some money, and they have a decent sized casino area. I felt like the blackjack area could have been more, but I think they like to keep those tables crowded. But for everyone else that likes to do slot machines, there was so many slot machines. I think we were a winner a few times. Yeah, I think like on our last day or something, we did pretty well. But yeah, and they always do a good, I guess you could say a good job of circling out the old machines and putting in newer machines. Fun things to do. Man, this speedway is really, really cool. Norwegian Joy has got like a go-kart type situation up top, which by the way, they take very seriously. Make sure you're wearing covered toe shoes and you can't bring anything with you like hats or cameras or any like that. But I will tell you, not only is that kart fast, the kart race is fast, it's also very toxic. But it was a lot of fun and pretty cheap. I think it was only like $15 per person. It does not get included with the ship. It is an additional cost. But there are other things to do on the ship as well as far as games and entertainment. As you saw earlier, they got the big ass chessboard. They have this game arcade area, but this is actually like more towards the high top of the ship and a little bit more catered to like teenagers and children. You're not going to see a lot of adults gaming in here, but you can drop your kids off here and go mind your business and have a good time and just leave them there. Art, as you can see, they got hella art. They got art shows and they have art raffles like all cruise ships do. This area is kind of like just like an observation area. In fact, did it say observation lounge? It might have. This is just an area to get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Your social meter is done and you're ready to get the hell out of the way. That's where you want to go. This area is by the food midship, and this is where you're going to see a little bit more adults and less children. And it's a fun little area. Also, additional costs. I think it's like $1 or so. You just swipe your card and you keep it moving. But back to this observation lounge, especially when the weather gets bad, that's a good area. Oops, time to take a sip. That's a good area to chill out. They got dance classes, and this one is always one of my favorites to participate in and watch. I love doing the Thriller. Speed trivia, this one was a lot of fun. My mom even participated in this one. She was forced to, but she still did, and she did well. Now, rain or shine, Norwegian Joy has almost a party every single night, and a lot of parties. This was one of the parties we attended. Like, how could you not? '80s themes parties, '90s themes, '70s themes. I mean, Norwegian Joy just throws a lot of parties, right? Because you're on the ship to be on vacation and freaking party. And we had a great time. This was something I was very interested in, but I wasn't going to be playing against little children. I love me some Mario Kart. I thought this was super cool that they had this on the big screen. But yeah, I'm very much an adult, and I just, time to take a sip. I would not feel comfortable screaming at young children in front of everyone. And time to take a sip again. We know what happened, even though you didn't see me do it. You saw me grab for the drink. So I thought this was really neat that the Norwegian Joy did this. I think it might have been a rainy day, so people were in there chilling. Yeah, there's never a dull moment on this ship. This Norwegian Joy has plenty to do, plenty to see, and plenty of fun to be had. Yeah, definitely a lot of dancing to be had on the Norwegian Joy. If you are looking to relax, be outside yourself, do things in front of people that you're never going to see them again. That's the point of it. You can do that here on the Norwegian Joy. I mean, it was party after party after party. So much fun. So much. So Norwegian Joy has an adult area, and that's pretty neat to get out of the way with the children, which, by the way, in regards to children, there are quite a bit of them on the ship, but compared to other ships, not as many. So the adult area is popular, right? Because people are trying to get away from children. So this area does get crowded. This was like on the first day, so it doesn't look that crowded, but just be warned, you may or may not be able to be seated in the adult area. That was really cool because that was a big ass spa area for adults. Gym and spa. What I always say is I hate a big ass place and a small ass gym. And on the Norwegian Joy, they had a big ass ship with a big ass gym. I loved it. One of the things that people love to do is get in a treadmill, and there were so many treadmills. It's very difficult for you to not find a treadmill. So if you like to walk or get your jog on or whatever, and you want to get on a treadmill, you'll be able to do so. There is plenty of equipment and plenty of towels. They have a fantastic gym, one of my favorite gyms on cruise lines. The spa area was, gosh, wonderful. Now they have this thing where you can pay for extra services where you can have access to all this different stuff, which was really, really nice. Oh, get your sweat on in here.
Yeah, this is salt proof. So this one is good for the stimulation muscle. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, my hair can't go in there.
This is the sample.
Like to dry sauna.
Ooh, my face.
Oh yeah.
Ice.
Ooh. Oh yeah. We'll just hang out here for a little bit. Yeah. Right there is kind of like an ice bath. So yeah, basically any type of treatment that you need, you can get on the Norwegian Joy, whether it's heat, whether it's cold, and they've got new top of the line technology as far as like warming beds, massaging beds, anything really that you need, the Norwegian Joy has. Now, this area is not included on the ship. This is an additional service that you'd have to pay to get access to. Depending on what your body needs, it might be worth it. I think we'd rather spend more time in the bar, but Norwegian Joy completely remodeled this area and made this huge spa area because obviously it is in demand. Now, I'm at port, but do you see me on a treadmill basically in the gym by myself? So if you like to get your fitness on and not be disrupted by people who like to talk, yeah, the gym area, the spa area, Norwegian Joy just did a fantastic job creating enough space for these activities. Bermuda. So we took the Norwegian Joy to Bermuda, and it was one of those cruises where we only went to Bermuda. It was supposed to take us a couple days to get to Bermuda, and then we spent a couple days in Bermuda, and then it takes us a couple days to get back. However, as you can see, the weather was a little bit rainy, and so Norwegian does a fantastic job of making decisions on the fly. So we actually got there a little bit earlier, and then we left before the hurricane came through and smashed through that spot. But I mean, come on, we're still on vacation. We still had a fantastic time, rain or shine. Now, as far as Bermuda goes, The port area is actually really, really small. So if you are someone that likes to get up and do stuff, I do recommend taking a look at the activities that Norwegian Joy offers, as well as Googling other activities to do off port, because there's not a whole lot. But one thing that they did have was exquisite and amazing food. I don't know about you, but when I go to different places, I like to try the authentic food. I was actually not aware of what Bermuda's go-to dish was. My mother informed us that Bermuda is known for their fish sandwiches. Now, I'm not a huge fish sandwich eater, but I will tell you, not only were the drinks absolutely delicious, but that freaking fish sandwich was amazing. Really, really good. In fact, all the food that we had in Bermuda was just delicious. Yeah. Look at that sandwich. Now, the video doesn't really do it justice, but I will tell you what, that was something else in my mouth. That's what she said, but it was really, really good. Yeah. If you're not doing anything else in Bermuda, make sure you sit down somewhere and have something to eat. So like I said, this was one of those cruises where you get to spend a few days at ports, and we were supposed to spend 3 days in Bermuda. We only got to spend 2, and as you can see, this day was definitely a much better day. It was sunny, it was warm, it was nice. I look amazing in that tank top, but it was definitely a much nicer day. So we were able to walk around a little bit more, see some stuff. They do have quite a few things out and about for you to do, some activities for you to get into, jet skis and all that kind of stuff if you're looking for water stuff. They have a train, kind of like a little taxi thing that will take you around the Bermuda port area and drop you off at different places if you're not keen on walking. But like I said, it's not that big of an area. This was the little tram that will take you around and drop you off at different places. They'll drop you off at shopping areas and food areas and rental areas. This is definitely one of those ports where if you're not okay with just seeing what's at port because they don't have a whole lot to offer, then you're definitely going to want to get a taxi or get a scooter. I don't think they recommend renting a car or anything like that. As you can see, the little shopping complex that they had quite a bit of little stores there. Me and my mother, everywhere we go, we like to get these bracelets to remember I don't know why he put his arm in there, to remember where we went together. So now we have all these bracelets. But there is plenty of shopping for those of you that like to get souvenirs. And I felt that they were rather affordable, like not crazy expensive. I mean, these are people's livelihoods, so I wouldn't try to knock them down too much off of their prices. But it was affordable, and you can definitely get you a little something here. I like to get myself shot glasses and collect shot glasses from where I've been. But you can definitely find something to take home and remember your trip to Bermuda on the Norwegian Joy. Now, if you know me from my other content, then you know that I am a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. And how in the hell did I find a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt in Bermuda? Unfortunately, they were all teeny tiny sizes. They would only fit my dogs, but we love to see it. Now let's get ready to talk about the saddest part of the whole video, and that is going home. And I want to say Norwegian Joy does a fantastic and seamless job of getting you off the ship stressless free. If there's anything that I missed, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions about the Norwegian Joy. Enjoy your next cruise.